Today we are talking about how I get awesome audio for this channel. This has been a long time coming. I've been working on my audio game for this channel now for the better part of the last year, both upgrading my hardware and software to be able to process audio to the best of my ability for you guys. Audio is such a huge thing, especially with like video. We could talk about video quality cameras. You all know I shoot this on the Canon EOS R5, but audio has been one of the challenges that I've run up against. And I'm a musician, I've done studio recordings, I have a lot of audio experience, but I still had a long ways to go to get my audio to where it is today. So I want to take you guys through some of the hardware that I've invested in order to make better vocal audio for you here, and then some of the software processes that I go through in order to get this out to YouTube to all of you. So first up in the hardware space, we gotta talk about mics. Now, I used to use a Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. I wasn't a huge fan of that because I was constantly charging batteries, trying to make sure batteries were charged. Sometimes batteries wouldn't hold a charge long enough for certain videos. I think I had some phantom drain on one of them maybe. They're great mics, they sound great, but nothing beats having a dedicated XLR mic in the studio. For me, I'm using the Sennheiser MKH 416. This is kind of just the mic that I saw a lot of YouTubers who want to go full-time or who are full-time are using. It's probably overkill if you're just getting started. Like, I did not start out with this. I got monetized, and now that I'm making some money off of this channel, I'm able to invest on building this channel and building sort of the quality around what we do here. So this was one of the big things that I wanted to do this year, was make sure I had, a game up, a one up. I wanted to level up. wanted to level up my audio. So that's the Sennheiser MKH 416. I have that on an RA shock mount, and then it's on a weird connection to a camera plate, which you shouldn't do. It's just, this is what I had in the studio. That's then connected to a pivot arm that's made by Impact, to a clamp that's going to my monitor arm post, actually. That was a great way to just keep extra stuff off of the desk, so it's just sort of connected there. I can kind of pull it away if I need to, or I can boom it out further if I need to sit further back from the desk or whatever. Makes it super easy. That is all connected over an XLR cable down to the Apogee Duet 3. I'm so glad that Apogee ended up releasing a third edition of their Duet. I had the original Duet ages ago, whenever that first came out. I want to say 15 years ago. Whew. It's been a long time. I have no clue what I did with that thing. I think I sold it off when I sold off a bunch of audio gear long before the YouTube days, at least before I was doing YouTube. But finally, Apogee came out with the Duet 3 last year in 2021, I believe. It's a great audio interface, probably a little bit more expensive. You could probably do a lot more with a much more affordable audio interface. I just like the profile and how it sits on the desk. I don't mind having this sitting on my desk, and I feel like it just removes the friction of recording by just having it always on, always ready to go. Yeah, it makes things simple and it sounds great. I would highly recommend that if you're looking for something that looks good on your desk and sounds great, it's easy to use. From there, that's how I get audio into my computer. There's just a USB-C cable that goes from the Apogee out to my MacBook Pro, my M1 Max MacBook Pro. Oh, say that 3 times fast. M1 Max MacBook Pro. And then I throw that audio right into Logic. So by having Logic record all this, I can immediately throw on a compressor. I also just recently got Isotope's Nectar 3 elements. They're currently on sale for like 20 bucks. It's usually like 100 and something bucks, and I think the full version's 200 and something dollars. That's a lot of money, but I would like to one day upgrade to it. But if you're just getting started out, knowing that you can get something like GarageBand, throw a compressor on, and get most of the way there, hey, that ain't bad. From Logic, it's super easy to then just export into my Final Cut timeline, and all of a sudden I have great audio to go along with my great looking 4K video off of the EOS R5. So I actually wanted to give you guys sort of like an example of what it sounds like not using some of this software, not using some of this hardware. So this is what it sounds like with the raw audio going directly into the R5. It probably sounds not fun to listen to. But I actually have recorded some of my videos with just the raw audio on this camera. And I don't know if you guys have noticed it, I haven't gotten any comments on some of those older videos where I just ran with no mic on the camera. Let me know if you actually know which videos in my past catalog have had nothing but the built-in mic on the R5. And then this right here is the raw audio coming out of the MKH, the Sennheiser mic that I have here, but with no compression and none of Isotope's plugins like Nectar working on my audio. It probably sounds a lot better than the built-in stuff on the R5, and this is actually what I've been sort of working off of and building off of now for the last month that I've had this mic. And then finally here's putting on the compressor that I'm using along with Nectar, which I also just recently got. And this video was like kind of a whole experimentation for me to try out Nectar and really dial in how I wanted my audio to sound on this channel going forward. Ultimately, it's my goal to provide you guys with the coolest experience when watching these videos, and also just entertain, educate, share with you guys what I know, what I've learned, and force me to continue to keep learning, force me to sort of keep exploring what's possible in this space. That's half of the reason why I do YouTube, is I love learning. I love learning new things. I love experimenting. I love trying new things out. And so this ended up being a great way to do that. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have any questions when it comes to audio interfaces. If you guys want to see more content around audio specifically, be more than happy to make those videos. I really enjoy audio. Like I said, I'm a musician. I've done studio work in the past. So this is one of my hobbies, one of my loves as well. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Stephen Foster. If you guys haven't subscribed, I would be honored if you would. And for everyone who already has, thank you so much. Be kind both in life and in the comments below, and like this video to send good vibes across the internet. We'll do it again soon. Oh, how should we outro? How about the headphones? Oh, I didn't even talk about the headphones. Perhaps another video. Later.